Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I'm going to ask you to please hit that thumbs up button so we can connect our energy. There's a lot going on, and so I'm going to just jump right on in. I will timestamp for when the destiny reading starts, but we're going to cover a little on Mercury retrograde, which is happening on Thursday, the 31st of October, and how it affects your sign, and we'll cover the week, and then we'll get into the destiny. So there's the destiny is more of like what this, all this energy of Saturn and Pluto coming into conjunction, and the happening right when we got this retrograde thing happening. The actual formal conjunction doesn't happen until January 12th, but the energies are so in play right now, and this is a time of that goddess energy of stepping. Like, what do you need to release so that you can birth something new into your life? And so that's where we're all headed here. So Mercury in retrograde is happening in your 12th house, in your 12th house of hopes, goals, dreams, wishes, spirituality, growth, development. And so I'm using Yasmin Boland's the Mercury retrograde book that just came out, and she has some interesting things in here. And one of the things that she wrote was the 5 things you can do to best utilize this energy of the retrograde. And it says you can reconnect with your spirituality. So if you don't have a current spiritual practice, now is a really great time to, even if it's just walking in nature and paying attention and then journaling a little on it. Automatic writing, journaling, channeling, that kind of energy right now really seems so important, and really a great way to get in touch with your higher self and really get some great valuable information from yourself to yourself, like a note to yourself. So how do you do that? You start by writing, well, today I was really upset about this, that, or the other thing, and I think what I need to do about it is... And then see what comes out at the end of your paper, out of the pen onto the paper. It's amazing. Okay, and so then you have start therapy or counseling. So if there is something that you've been putting off that you felt like you needed some guidance or help with, now might be a really good time to do this. I know retrograde, they say don't start anything new, but this isn't new. This is going through the stuff that happened in the past and starting the healing process, which is totally what Scorpio is about, which is totally what retrograde is about. It's like reviewing, revamping, revising. So therapy works. So it says exercise your ghost. It's the same thing. You can do this through writing, journaling, writing down, and we'll get to this with the new moon, but writing down the things that you want to eliminate from your life because they're just haunting you is a really good chance to do that. And then we have meditation and also dream journal. And so when you wake up in the middle of the night, if you keep a piece of paper and pencil by your bed or pen or whatever, you write down what snippets you remember right away. And if you can do that, then you will find that you can look up things like dream meaning of, or the more that you practice doing it, the more you'll start remembering things, and the more that opportunity to really get information from spirit to you starts really working out for you. So, new moon. Let's talk about this new moon in Scorpio. It happened on Saturday night, 11:39, I think it was, p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the U.S. And so that's that Saturday, Sunday energy as you're walking into the week. You still have time. You still have time to do something about this. And so what I mean by that is, you can set your intentions at any point, but you can have a lot of energy to do that for like 72 hours after that happens. And so if you have not sat down yet and to really think about what is it that you're willing to let go of in your life so that you can create space so that it will fertilize something new coming into your life. It can take 6 to 18 months to complete this cycle. After about 6 months, when we have that full moon in Scorpio happening in 2020, that'll be in May of 2020 sometime. And you should be able to catch some milestones from it, but I think after that, you'll really notice that a year from now, you can really have accomplished something, because this is fertile soil. Between all of the other planetary aspects that are going on, this is fertile soil. So what is it that you want to create? What do you want to build? What do you want to grow? Write it down. Write down your gratitude list. Turn it over to spirit. Burn it. I also recommend anything that's haunting you that you can't get rid of. any issues from the past that just don't seem to go away, write those down and say, St. Michael, please cut the cords of negative energy, and then burn that, turn that over to Spirit, and let that go too. So you can get a lot of inner work done in a very short time, just a couple of hours of meditating as you're writing this stuff, and I think you'll find that you can make a dramatic difference in your life by focusing your intention, right? So we walk into the week having come off of this new moon in Scorpio, which is all about balancing the masculine and the feminine and bringing that stuff into balance. And Dark Moon Lilith is saying, you know what I want to be treated with dignity and respect, right? I want to be treated with dignity and respect. If you can't do that, I will go find somebody else. And so that's kind of her attitude, and I kind of like it. Good for you. All right, so then we have on Monday and Tuesday, the moon is in the stage of realization. Realization that there's something more on the other side. Through the keyhole, there's a new day dawning, and what is it that you want? And accepting the situation for what it is and working your way in that direction. And so this new beginning, this opportunity, this realizing you're going somewhere, but there is also this sense of, because the moon is in Scorpio, of isolation. Not that you feel isolated necessarily from everyone else, it's that need to isolate yourself. Like, I want to go within, I want to draw within, I want to be by myself so I can think. And so, yes, do that. And while you do that journaling, and turn that stuff over and start making your plans. It's like tilling the soil. Like in the fall, when the leaves fall down, if you can break them up a little bit and you turn them over into the soil, they break down faster and you get nutrients that feed the soil, and you can have a better growth in the spring. And so that is just something that you can do to help contribute, is like turning the soil over in what's going on in your life by sitting down, going a little bit deeper. Scorpio moon is all about going a little bit deeper. Scorpio season, it's that getting down into it. So what is it do you want to create? What do you realize that you want to do? And for guidance on that, okay, so lots of this coming up. This in different forms throughout this. Make sure you check out your sun, your moon, and your rising, but resting. When you're tired, when you're exhausted, take the break. Since you've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. Trying to keep your energy leveled out is going to be really, really important. And then synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So again, that daily journaling of what happened today and how do you feel about it will allow you to see the synchronicity and allow you to get more in touch with Spirit, so that you can go about bringing into your life the things that you want to manifest. Because right now you're in this high manifestation energy. So you want to focus on manifesting the positive and not the negative. What you're thinking about is what's going to happen. So really focusing in on the positive to help bring the positive in. Accepting situations for what they are. That moon is going to be in Sagittarius at 5:58 p.m. on Tuesday night, Eastern Daylight Time. And it is about the acceptance. It is about understanding that the acceptance from Spirit for growth, the acceptance of the situation where it is, also the acceptance of help from others. And I am being reminded to remind you that Spirit wants to help, but unless you ask for help, they cannot help. So make sure you are asking for divine guidance and help, because they want to. Ask St. Michael to cut those cords of negative karmic energy. We are going through this cycle where it is the releasing of the major karmic energy so that we can bring in. So things that happened centuries ago, lifetimes ago, that energy, that karma is being resolved. That was the way it was planned. That's what's happening. And now we are going into a new cycle where when you do something, it almost immediately has an effect, and you will notice it for positive or for negative. And so it's not going to take lifetimes to get through the stuff. You're going to notice it. So lay the groundwork and asking for help to remove the negative karmic situations so that you can start tilling the soil and growing the good stuff. So you can start having the positive growth in your life. It becomes really important. And you have, wow, this keeps showing up. Dragon Fae of Rebirth. Scorpio got this. If you have Scorpio in your chart, this is very significant, right? So this is Scorpio energy. This is being whole again. This is releasing what's not working, letting things go, loving yourself so you can be whole and complete. balancing the masculine and the feminine. This is the energy. The divine masculines are waking up. They're tapping into their divine feminine energy. The divine feminines have been awake for a while, and they've been tapping into their masculine energy, but it's about bringing everything into balance so that we can have this wholeness. There's also this energy of, this is the reason why twin flames are starting to reconnect, because as they're balancing up, they're finding each other so that they can work together to raise the vibrational energy of the planet. That may or may not be happening in your particular life, but you need to do your part to get ready, right? You can't just, it won't happen without you doing your part. Okay, so the moon is going to move into, also Wednesday. Wednesday's a really good day to wrap things up and get things done if you haven't gotten that far yet. So anything that you've been putting off, get it done. Great energy to work with, so try to utilize it. So this whole resting when you need to, and not if you need to rest that day, go ahead, but I have a feeling energy levels will be high, and that might be a good day to be productive, because later you may not feel so productive, right? So on Thursday night, 10:38 p.m., the moon is going to move into Capricorn, and this is that slow, steady, overcoming obstacles. I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in my dreams. I'm investing in my goals. I'm investing in my desires, and I'm going to take, steps. I'm going to keep moving forward. You've got to be moving. You've got to be moving. Not all the time. It's slow. It's steady. It's overcoming obstacles. There's a way to do this energy. It's going to be patience. It's going to be required. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. This is about loving yourself, nurturing yourself, and understanding also that spirit is flowing abundance of gifts and blessings in your life. Pay attention and be grateful. When you are grateful, when you express your gratitude on a daily basis, it raises your vibrational energy and it attracts in that higher vibrational energy to you. And so it becomes really important. And so the cards that you have for this is you have Turquoise Changing Woman, which is a 2, and the Sage of Higher Knowledge, which is a 12, which is a 3. And there's a kind of a nice progression of this. But this is that 2 is that coming together energy. The 3 is the growth. And so it's kind of where everybody is right now. But I am going to read what they have to say just a little bit, because it's Alana Fairchild. And as you may know, I just think she writes the most amazing things. So her words instead of mine always seem to be just a little bit better to me. So, Turquoise Changing Woman says, change is upon you. It is essential for your continued growth, and you do not need to fear it. As you allow for this change, remain steadfast in your inner spiritual connection. This gives you courage, trust, peace, and reassurance. You will find ways to navigate the shift so that your life improves through the process. If you are thinking of making changes, you are encouraged to do so without trying to force it. Be open, do your part to the best of your ability, but also tune into your sense of divine timing and ask the universe for help. I don't know, but I think you're supposed to be asking the universe for help to allow life to unfold according to its own rhythm of creation, loving intelligence. If you are not currently doing anything that feels very creative, find something to do. Color, draw, knit, plant some seeds for spring. Now's a good time to plant pansies if you want to have them out in the garden in the spring. So do something that's creative, that brings growth, and taking the small action, doing it knowing that you are deliberately being creative because you're trying to create something, right? Co-create with spirit. Okay, so Sage of Higher Knowledge. Test all opinions, advice, research, and alleged facts according to your own intuition and instinct. Select what is helpful for you and notice what is best cast aside. This is a time of discernment, right? Seek information and assistance from those that you feel can assist you, and yet place no human advisor above the ultimate divine authority, which will guide you on how to proceed through a deep inner knowing. There is always new knowledge beyond coming. Well, let's try that again. There is always new knowledge beyond existing boundaries of thought. We simply need to be open and willing to receive with patience, discernment, and trust in the greater guiding powers. Ooh, this comes to you that an answer is coming, an important piece of information. And that when you are centered in your heart, you will recognize it for what it is and know how to proceed. Wow. So making sure that you are journaling every day, that you are setting aside that time. If you are someone who likes to meditate, then meditate every day. However it is that you connect with spirit. If it's walking in nature and just paying attention to what you see, do something every day. This is amazing. And so then the moon is going to move into, oh, and yay, you get an extra hour of sleep. The moon is going to move into Aquarius Sunday morning, 6:19 a.m. And this is a time to adapt, modify, to do a little out-of-the-box thinking as you plan your next step for the path that you're starting to see unfold before you. Don't forget to ask for help. Don't forget to ask for guidance. But you have soaring into joy. It says, childlike wonder fills my life. That's the attitude of gratitude, finding joy in the small and the mundane, right? And revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. Remember, she said that you are going to have gifts revealed to you and that you need to use them for the world. So you can do this. This is this whole death, rebirth process. Sagittarius, you have the innate wisdom. You have innate wisdom that you came here with. It's such a gift. And so here's your opportunity to really use that for yourself, to really use that for the world. So what do you want to create? Highly creative energy to work with here. Okay, we're going to move on to the, ooh, I got through that fast. Did I remember to say everything? 16:30. We're going to go ahead and move on to the destiny part of the reading. So welcome for that if you didn't watch the whole thing. All right, what do we have? I'm going to pull a card. Feel into the energy of and select a card. For what is the next steps that you can take that best help you and guide you along your path for destiny, for your soul purpose. And so you have, awareness. Step 1, being aware. Okay, awareness is the state or ability to perceive, to feel, or to be conscious. So being deliberately aware. Typically, you become aware of a challenge or an illness, an emotion, or a desire, but you can also have self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to perceive one's own existence, traits, feelings, behaviors. You become aware of your own personality or your own individuality. And so this dreams, this goals, this where do you want to go? This is where becoming self-aware is really important. So what is it you want? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? This energy has that make-a-wish energy to it. So really, what do you want? And this connection with spirit becomes really important. So the key to your situation just came flying out, and it said appreciation. So being really appreciative for what you have going on in your life. Make sure you write it down and that you're paying attention. That I think daily journaling for you feels really important. Oh, nice. This is great. Let's get into what we have here. This is interesting. So, ordinarily, I just pull one card for the bottom of the deck, but 2-1 to come, and that seems to be happening all day. So you have Archangel Metatron. This is your intuition, right? We were just talking about how important using your intuition is going to be. And then we have man holding a heart. Man holding a heart, though, that is giving love. That is not receiving love. That is giving love. Yes, it could mean that a man is coming into your life. Could absolutely mean that. But here in this reading, I feel like it has more to do with you being willing to give love. Give love to yourself, give love to others. Especially, I think, give love to others in other situations to help them grow and benefit, because the key to your situation is this appreciation, right? And so giving love, showing appreciation to those around you, using your intuition, being aware, right? Being aware being grateful, saying please and thank you, but also like honest compliments to people, giving them what they also need so that you can get what you need. And here we have seeking to open the heart chakra has been something that you've been working on. And so I feel like since the overall energy here is giving of love and following your intuition, the part of opening your heart chakra is to not be stingy with what you show others, that you care for them. And the transformation comes through the self-healing. You have the healer of the ages. This is Jesus' energy, the Christed light. It is an opportunity for you to transform your life by asking Jesus to come and help heal, or whatever your religion is, but asking Source to bring you healing energy. Saying Archangel Raphael is a healing energy. So you have the healing energy and the healing energy here. Big time of healing, but the healing, I believe, is going to be done through you opening up and looking around at where the joy is, where the great stuff is, soaring into joy. Remember, that was about finding the joy around you so that you could reveal your own radiance. And so being willing to share. And this is the door to abundance, and this is in the abundance. And so, what do you value? This is door to a value. Sorry. So what do you value? What's important to you? What actually is important? And I don't think there's anything more valuable than loving ourselves, because when we love ourselves, our vibrational energy is high, and then we attract in all kinds of abundance to our life. And so but you deciding what is of value to you, showing appreciation for it, being willing to love others. Okay, so in the past, you've had a little conflict about your spiritual path. The temple path coming in with the anxiety issues of the mice tells me that, maybe you're questioning the belief system you were raised with. Maybe you're discerning and trying to find a new path. Maybe you found some aspects of it difficult to understand. So there's some anxiety around it. So asking for the divine source to help you and guide you and follow your intuition to know where you're going becomes really important in that area. And then here we have the value again. So we have door to value on your mind. We have the sacral chakra, which is self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. It's also finances in the heart space. So this is about self-esteem. This is about loving yourself, appreciating yourself for who you are, and being willing to show appreciation to others. In the recent past, the obstacle was deceit. Now, this could be that someone lied to you, obviously, it could, but this feels different. This feels to me like, where were you not honest with yourself? Like, that's the hardest part, right? Is being honest with ourselves about who we are, what we believe, what's of value to us. Because oftentimes we hide that away so that we can fit in with societal norms of our community, our culture, our family, whatever it is. And so sometimes the biggest lie is the lie we tell ourselves about what's important. And so the spiritual journey, this healing of the heart, kind of feels to me like you've been doing some of this hard work, and so good for you. It could be that somebody lied to you, obviously, and that hurt you. And I'm sorry that that happened, but I would like you to not feel like you were a victim of their lies, but instead go, what did that teach me? What did that teach me? What did I learn? Because it is in viewing it that way that, one, you take the power away from them. You take back your own power. You empower yourself to take the lesson and figure out what you're going to do moving forward. How can I use this hard, stupid lesson that I had, right, to better my life, to move it forward? How will I recognize that? Will I see that coming? What were the red flags? What did I learn? What did I learn about me? Why did I allow this to happen? It's not that you were a victim. It's that you were in school. You were in class. What did you learn? Because that was the test, right? And that was like the lesson, and the test will be the next time it comes up. So really, Oh, God. Okay, so I went to school a lot. I did. I have a couple of degrees, and some of them took me years and years to complete because I was also working and raising family. And all I can tell you is there were certain classes where I was like, well, what do I need to do just to pass the test? And I didn't actually learn the material. I learned how to pass the test. Well, that's not going to help here. You actually need to learn the material. Like, what was the real lesson, so that it is an innate part of your intuition. Like, what, like, oh, I knew I should have, whatever, that feeling that you had. Like, learning to trust your intuition may be the lesson, right? It could be something really simple like that. Simple and hard. It could be learning when to walk away. What are you walking away from? This is the action phase of what you're supposed to be doing right now. Are you walking away from this deceitful person, this deceitful situation? Are you walking away from lying to yourself about what's important, determining for yourself what is important to you, what do you appreciate, where's the healing, what's the value to you? Walking away from that which is not working towards yourself. This is awareness. And with awareness being the key and deceit being there, are you paying attention? Listen to your intuition. Your intuition knows stuff. That's what it's there for. Okay. This is feeling more and more like an exit strategy is needed from a situation that is full of deceit. Could be a job. Could be a community, a situation. I feel like it's been making you really doubt your own sense of self. The good news is, in the future, in the heart space, there is your sense of self-worth, self-esteem, self-value. So this situation here that is not good. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh. So listen to your intuition. If there is somebody that's giving you love, because it's the masculine, it's the giving, okay? Someone saying, oh, here's my heart, I really, really love you, but you don't believe the situation, you don't trust the situation. Listening to your intuition, being willing to walk away. That was the lesson that you had to learn maybe from the past. This is like red flag stuff. Red flags, red flags. I'm walking away. When I see this card, though, I feel like it's a situation where you feel comfortable, safe, bills are paid, things are routine, but you're not happy. You're not feeling appreciated. Having the courage to walk out of a comfortable situation into the unknown because it's holding you back and not allowing you to grow, that's courageous. That takes a lot of courage. And apparently a strategy. And apparently there's a strategy that's definitely going to be needed there. Alright, so I wanted to talk a little bit about your general overall well-being and health, and let's just get a couple cards on that. Okay. You have call upon Archangel Raphael for help. I ask for your healing, for help with whatever your problem is. Thank you for your divine healing and intervention. Wow. Okay, and then you have expect a miracle. Expect a miracle. And inner authority. This is you listening to yourself. I take back my power and listen to my intuition, my desires, and my feelings. Wow. Okay. So, Archangel Raphael to heal your heart, expecting a miracle. I think this is about you appreciating yourself, appreciating the journey you've been on, being willing to walk away from the things, being willing to learn the lessons, asking for help from Archangel Raphael, from the Christ, from your, to expect this miracle, this healing as source and the divine to guide you and protect you and to lead you through your intuition to the right answer. Archangel Metatron, intuition, and taking back your power, right? You are not a victim. Whatever they did, that's what they did, right? What are you going to do? Are you going to learn the lesson from it? If there was a lesson. All right, let's talk about abundance. I thought thought we were going to be talking about money, but it's not turned out to be money yet. But we'll see. Maybe yours will be different. We'll just see what happens here. Okay, ask for your needs to be met. This could be financial, emotional, spiritual. Again, the key, I think I mentioned this in this reading, but I can't recall. I say this a lot. If you do not ask for help, they cannot help you. Please remember that you have free will, and so you have to ask. They stand at the ready. They want to help you. You need to ask. And you have bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to higher vibrations and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. So, getting out in nature, going for walks, barefoot if you can, get yourself grounded, appreciating the nature, and looking for the lessons. So sometimes it's like spiritual meaning of some random thing that you saw will help give you like, oh, and it might trigger something. So listening to your intuition. Also getting out in nature gives you time to think, space to think, clear your head. Breathe in through the nose, all the way up from your feet, and breathe out audibly through your mouth. When you're out in nature, and release that negative dark energy, ask St. Michael to come and cut the cords of dark energy. Wow, look at this. Okay, so listening to your intuition is your superpower. And also here, this is interesting, organizing. Everything has its rightful place. That's that strategy. So Mercury retrograde, that creates static, and it's hard to hear everything. And don't be afraid to double check, ask, drill down into the details, go over things. Wow, those didn't want to go together. There we go. What do you need to know, right? Like, it's going to be a little harder. Things are going to be a little slower. You're in 12th house, which is dreamy, slowed up energy anyways, and we have Mercury retrograding in it. It's also a good time to think about when you were a kid or younger or whatever, what were your hopes, goals, and dreams? A chance to review and revisit those, and then maybe start moving in that direction again if you feel like you got off track somehow, right? But it's going to require strategy. It's going to require you being organized. So while you're going to have this impulse to jump up and run, when that moon is in Sagittarius, that's a very impulsive, I want to just get up and go energy. Very Sagittarius. Take a deep breath and go, okay, I want to, but I need a strategy. I need a plan. I can't just jump off and run. All right. And this card, oh, this is lovely. This card is for where you are currently on your soul path. It's fractal art. It's pretty cool. Okay. So I think it's called Shenrizi. I don't know. Manifestation. I'm so sorry. I know somebody out there knows how to say that, and you're laughing right now, and I'm going to laugh with you because that was bad. Okay. This card works to create a positive outcome in all situations, to free you from your problems, burdens, and sufferings by showing you all the many wonderful blessings in life. Freeing you, allowing you to walk away through appreciation. Make sure you're looking around at the beautiful things, okay? Don't lose sight of that. You are only in a negative space if you believe it. Otherwise, you're just transitioning to a better place, right? You're never really stuck unless you choose to be. This card is the ultimate manifestation. On every level and every way, it is the complete form of fulfillment. This is a turning point in your life. Free-flowing manifestation for all the good this world has to offer is coming to you. Stay focused on the blessings and you will see them multiply. Okay. Okay, so, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Using this energy of transformation to transform your life. The sun is getting ready to shine on you, right? Mercury goes direct on November 20th, and the sun moves into Sagittarius on the 22nd of November. So By the time the sun is shining in you, Mercury will be direct. It will still be in shadow, so it'll be a slow start, but things will be moving in the right direction. So, planning, organizing, what are your big dreams? Following and listening to your intuition, paying attention to the details, being very aware of yourself and of the situations around you, and getting ready for that opportunity. Things are really going to change after that eclipse happens in Capricorn on January 12th. So using your birthday month time to really get things moving in the right direction and using this month to plan for it seems to be really important. And you have bodies of water. Spend some time near water, such as a lake, a river, or an ocean to recharge your battery. So I'm going back to that rest card, right? Also, Neptune rules the emotional waters. Pay attention to your dreams. If you can't get to the river, the lake, whatever, you can take a nice saltwater bath and use that as downtime to allow your intuition to work, to get some information and download. Keep a notebook handy. I have a feeling your intuition is going to be very high. Ideas are going to be really flying in. Write them down. And start organizing. The time for action isn't this month. This month is about ideas and organization. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, you take care. We will talk soon. Have a great month.